My name is Dawn Legier, and I'm the rector of the parish of Three Harbors. We have 3 churches in Antigonish, Bayfield, and Country Harbour in beautiful northern Nova Scotia. When I see the Anglican Church of Canada in the future, I see a church that may be smaller, but will be a lot stronger. There are 2 things that I'm acutely aware of now as I picture the Anglican Church of Canada of 2019. I hesitated to post my opinion on Vision 2019 for fear of being a dark horse. But I see a lot of hope. It just might not be the hope that a lot of people are also hoping for. We're facing some big challenges. The one I am living in is the reality of being an Anglican in a spread out rural area with a declining population. I don't believe that every small rural church needs to stay open. In fact, I know that many that are staying open way beyond their means. I think our presence in remote and rural areas is extremely important, but it has to be done differently. As much as I love being a priest, deacon, and full-time rector, we need to consider the reality of the cost of maintaining full-time rectors who celebrate Eucharist every Sunday and are the sole providers of pastoral care in their community. This is becoming a luxury many of our rural parishes simply cannot afford, and will greater challenge with the growth of urbanization. Stretching our priests across vast amalgamated territories with unrealistic expectations is not the solution either. Our sister denominations have considered other models, using distance theological students as pastors, or joining with other denominations and using other buildings are some examples. My hope for the Anglican Church of Canada of 2019 is that we will have had some serious conversations about the survival of our rural churches, and we will have a thriving, possibly fewer, but thriving rural parishes living under a model of proper stewardship and Christ-centered service and ministry. The other challenge that might make us a smaller church in 10 years is the question of our place in the Anglican Communion. My hope for the Anglican Church of Canada in 2019 is that while we discern the work of the Spirit through study of Scripture and through prayer, we will also remain authentically Canadian, open to diversity, seeking justice and peace. I grew up in a denomination that split regularly over issues of integrity, and I grew up with divorced parents. I know that in both these relationships, if it stayed together, greater abuse and hurt would have been the result. For me, deciding to walk apart is a difficult decision, one that should be taken seriously and slowly, but not one to be feared, and should be entered into with grace. I'm not afraid of being a smaller church. I'm afraid of being a church that submits to bullying and the pressure of maintaining a model of ministry that is not appropriate to our context. I am not seeking a big church. I am seeking an authentic church, led by the Spirit, walking humbly with God, seeking righteousness and justice for all.